Hey y'all, this is AL Thick Madame, and this is going to be a what a day post. Now you would think that since I'm off, would nothing will have popped off. Okay, mm, I'm gonna try to keep this brief. I'm gonna try my best to keep it brief, but I don't know how it's gonna go. So, so I was off Wednesday and today. I go back into work in the morning, which is Friday. So I get a message from one of the people that work upstairs with me. Even though he's not in my department, he is somebody who's been there, but now he does the job that I do. So he already be messaging me, and I be reading him. I read him all the time, and I tell him I'm a G, and don't make me have to bring the G out and all this other stuff. Like, we be going back and forth. It's hilarious. Y'all excuse me. When I went off camera from doing my recap review on Tyler Perry's Sisters, I choked. I have issues, y'all. I'm choking on the water thing. Now I'm trying to get my life back together, even though I'm still drinking more water. Because I need my spring water in my life. So anyway, so he was like, you need to hit up old girl. Talking about the woman who was my partner last week and one of the new people that got into it. The new dude walking around trying to act like he know everything and setting it off. And I was like, what? I don't be understanding. Like, I don't. There are so many people who do come in trying to make it seem like they know everything and they don't. Even now, even though I've been there for quite some time, I ain't finna never sit up there and act like I know everything. I am not beyond reproach. I'm just not. Like, you can correct me. I ain't got a problem. Or if I'm doing so much that I'm not realizing that a whole nother situation that popped off, you can come and correct me. I'm not going to act like I am above you just because I've been there longer than you. I can still learn. I can. So anyway, it's just a lot. I just be like, what is going on? I don't even understand. So let me see if I can bring up some of the messages. But yeah, stuff been popping off, and I'm just like, why? Cause I had to ask him. I was like, well, who all over there? Like who up there today? Because I know that the OGs, meaning the people who've been there for quite some time, are the ones that are in the new department. My partner, my main partner, I know he over there. He loves it over there. Somebody didn't want to be over there the other day. He actually was supposed to be with me in the most hated department, helping to do something else that had nothing to do with like full on work and killing yourself and all of that. So he didn't want to. Well, she didn't want to be over there. He was gonna go over there, and she was like, "Yeah, can you trade with me?" And he, of course, he did it. I was like, "Oh," I was wondering why he never came up there. And then I was like, dang, his name wasn't on the schedule for that. Then I had to realize, and I asked her later on, I was like, did y'all trade? She was like, yeah, I traded with him because I didn't want to go over there. I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense, because I was confused. So anyway, let me go up. I was like, what am I doing? But yeah, the bulk of what we be talking about is me reading him because he be thinking that he is gonna be able to work with me because he really want to work with me, and I'm just like, child, I dread the day when it actually happens because he gonna be so excited, and I'm like, no, like I'm gonna have to read him, like leave me alone, like you be doing like, and then like apparently I got him through the day. He did thank me. He said thank you for getting me through the day because I kept responding to him because I'm up, and if I ain't doing nothing at the moment, I will check your message and respond accordingly. Read you, say something crazy. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's what I did all day. Y'all excuse me. But ultimately, I had a good time off. I'm hoping that I'll be able to repeat the process for the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be off for the 4th of July, which I've already told y'all I don't celebrate that. That has nothing to do with me. I haven't celebrated it in 10 plus years. So I'm going to enjoy getting a check for that day. I'll be off. I'm debating on if when I go in Friday, if I'm gonna put in a day. So I ain't even got to. I don't want to just go and put that day in and just not even come Tuesday because I'm gonna be off. What is it, Monday? Got to come back in Tuesday and go back out. Like, no, I don't even want to come back. I just want to be off for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, come back Friday. That's what I think I'm going to do. And I ain't going to do absolutely nothing. The dude who got divorced, I'm not going to see him, nothing more than likely. I'm not saying nothing to nobody. Speaking of, he don't be reaching out. So if you are busy like that, or you're so tired and sleepy and all that, in my mind, I feel like you need to focus on yourself and your youngest child, which is the only one that is underaged. So I ain't mad at it, because for me, my love languages are quality time, words of affirmation, and physical touch. I ain't even getting a hug. You ain't reaching out to communicate nothing with me, to say hey, bye, to show interest or any of that. So I know that I am right in my decision to stay single. I don't even want to date nobody. Like, I'm good where I'm at. And it's funny because the people who I ain't even trying to talk to like that, they the ones be reaching out. I'll be like, why are you? Y'all, one of them had the audacity to try to like FaceTime me earlier. I looked at that phone like, I'm not answering that. You don't get somewhere. What you need to FaceTime me for? I'm going to play like I had the phone in another room on silent, which I mean, I did have it on vibrate, but it was right next to me. And I looked at it like, what? I know they ain't my folks. Who is this? No, you didn't. Like, we were just texting just fine a few minutes ago. Like, don't do it. Don't even do it. He got a girlfriend too. Like, boy, you already have been inappropriate with several people, including one of my friends that used to work there. Like, what we not finna do is this. I don't even want to start going down nobody's rabbit hole. So yeah, y'all. The first day that I was off, this guy actually had gotten into a car wreck. I had been telling him that whole day, I said, go to sleep. Because I kept looking at the time. I'm like, why this boy ain't sleep? He keep on messaging me. I said, boy, go to sleep. Go somewhere and go to sleep. He was like, nah. Like, anything in an effort to not do what I tell people to do. Like, I playfully tell people, like, oh, so you don't want to do what I tell you to do and all this other stuff. That's just me being playful. Like, I don't run nobody. I ain't got no kids. Like, who am I? Like, there are people who will do what I tell them to do because they know that depending on what it is, I'm telling them because I know it's something that is beneficial to them, whether it's health-wise or whatever. But I'm playing. So anyway, he kept on saying little stuff. And then I was like, oh, so you love to defy me. I don't understand why you love to defy me so much. He be getting his entire life. Like, I just be like, boy, I told him that he better get on somewhere. He was like, oh, I can't wait for you to come back tomorrow. Boy, for what? Look, and then they already got him. I think I told y'all this before. They already got him. He's supposed to be off because I think he works Sundays through Thursdays. They already got him talking about he got to mandatorily work tomorrow. So he's assigned to work. Unless somebody that came out of nowhere, he's supposed to be up in there tomorrow. I'm going to see what it's hitting for. But anyway, let me tell y'all what happened though. So he texted me back finally. Because he was supposed to go to work Wednesday. Because y'all know this is my first full day off for this week. He didn't say nothing all day. Then all of a sudden that morning, he was like, yeah, I had a rough night. Well, people say night around here. And I'd be like, it's morning though. And I've slept the night away, on and off. But not really. So what happened was, remember I just told y'all, I kept saying to him, you need to go to sleep. You need to go to sleep. Well, when he gets off work, he goes to take care of his kids. He has 2 small girls. I think he got 2 little girls. And they are very underage. And the mom goes to work and he watches the kids. So during that whole time, he doesn't sleep at all. Like, he don't. And I was like, why don't you at least do like little naps here and there? Like, they are old enough to where they should be able to, watch a program, and I would just be in a room and have it baby proofed or something. I don't know. I feel like because I've seen other people do it. I've seen a lot of moms do it, where they will like set their alarms and they'll just take naps periodically, or have it where they are taking naps with him. And I'm just like, okay, well, maybe the mom has them on a schedule where they sleep through the night and then they're just up and they're playing while he's there. Because when he gets off work, even if he has to pull a 12-hour shift, it's still daytime until the mama gets off work. So it's like, whew, how you gonna you need to get some sleep. So he was like, well, I can't get no sleep because I'm taking care of my kids. I'm watching my kids this entire time. When I get off work, I go straight over and spend time with my kids. And I'm like, that's great that you spend time with your kids and, you know, y'all ain't got to pay for no babysitter or nothing. But at the same time, you need to get sleep. And I was trying to, you know, throw out little stuff. I was like, why don't you set your alarm for like, you know, 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there or something like that. And so, you know, he was like, I might try it. I don't know. I be doggone less than 24 hours later. He finally messages me back and he said that he was in a car wreck. Then wrecked his car out. I said, why? And in my mind, I'm like, he had to fall asleep at the wheel. So he said, I think I fell asleep when I woke up or whatever. When I opened my eyes, when I realized what was happening, I was just in the middle of the road going in circles. And it scared him. And then I don't know if it was a one-car accident or whatever. And so I was like, well, how did you get home? Because I'm saying to myself, well, why he ain't say nothing this whole time? Because right now, while he's messaging me, he's with his kids. And he was like, well, my baby mama came and got me. I was like, oh, okay. Because I was trying to understand. Like, I was like, well, did the tow company come get you? Like, what happened? The AAA, like, I don't know what kind of, you know, services he's paying for, if any. So I didn't know who took him home. So I was like, okay, well, what's going on? But he said I was scared out there. And so I wanted to know exactly what he meant by that, because it could have been because it was pitch black outside and you never know who might roll up. We've had a whole lot of bear sightings lately because they keep doing all of these, I done forgot the word. Y'all know the word that I'm talking about, where they cut all the trees down and then the wildlife starts coming more into the city and all that. That's what's been going on lately. I feel like that is why there have been so many deer sightings and so many deer, even now in the middle of the summertime. When I tell y'all, I ain't never seen so many deer in the summertime. I don't usually see deer in the summertime like that. I normally just see them in the winter and in the like early fall, early to mid fall. I don't normally see them at all in the summertime, even though I know they exist. It's not like they just disappear, then they reappear when the fall happens. I'm just saying I never usually see them. I hadn't seen them for months. Now all of a sudden I've been seeing them like crazy on the side of the road, hit and killed. I'm just like, what? Like I told y'all before, I hadn't seen them for months, and then I got to work one night less than a month ago, and then all of a sudden it was two of them just eating away. I was like, wait a minute. Like, but for real, I have never seen deer just in the summertime. And I mean, I know we living in the last days. I'm thinking that's a part of it too. And with me seeing the deer, I can't tell the seasons from one another. So, I mean, that's been an indication for quite some time. But, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, with the bear sightings, I'm very glad I have not seen any. It's been a normal occurrence as of late here. I hope I don't ever see them. Somebody said something about like a fox or something. Like, they be having all kinds of stuff around here, but I have not seen anything, and I'm grateful. I ain't got time for it. Oh, child. But, you know, that's what I was wondering, like, what the type of wildlife that might have ran up on him. It wasn't raining that day, so that wasn't a factor, because in my mind, I was like, wait a minute, did it rain? No, it didn't rain until early this morning, but the wreck happened yesterday, so I was like, okay. But yeah, I think it's because he was asleep. What else going on, y'all? But yeah, I just try to be the peace at work. I don't see the point in coming to work and creating drama like the side heifer. Oh, one of the other things that we be talking about is the side heifer, because I'll playfully say something to him like, you know, that's your friend. And I said something about, you know, I was like, you need to let me hook you up with her. And he was just like, no, like, I'm good with you. I was like, what we not finna do is this. I'm going to keep diverting all of this because you're probably never even going to get a hug from me, sir. Like, I don't know what is going on here, but no. So anyway, y'all, he be doing a lot. And like, I was hoping that I was wrong, but ever since he was working in that other capacity, he would do little stuff. And I'm like, do he like me? What is going on? Because I definitely don't like him. He annoys me. He be doing everything but working. Like, no. And y'all know how I am. I ain't trying to be with nobody anyway, so I'm gonna need if you leave me alone. But yeah, I kept saying little stuff about the side heifer. I was like, oh, you need to just let me hook y'all up. And I have playfully said this to now 3 people. I was like, if y'all was to just let me hook y'all up, it would stop the foolishness. She would probably stop doing everything that she does. She would actually probably treat everybody like a human being. And it would be a decent work environment now. They all have been like, nah. I'm like, what is wrong with y'all? But yeah, it's just he don't like her. He wanted to know the other day who was the person who told me that he is the male version of her, because somebody did legit say that to me. I was like, and they were like, yeah, he's the male version of her. I was like, okay. So I said something about it the other day. He was like, who? What? Who said that? I was like, I ain't telling you all that. He figured it out on his own. But he was very upset about that. He was like, I ain't nothing like her. I was like, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm just telling you what the person told me. I wasn't even trying to create a gossiping type situation. It was, y'all be understand the stuff he be saying to me, it'll trigger me. And I'm like, oh, so I'm gonna say this to you then. Like, I mean, it'll be true. Like, that's the thing. It'll be something that really did happen or something that really was said. So, I don't be like, oh, well, this person came to me and said this about you 99% of the time. I don't do that. So, I mean, it just is what it is, y'all. So, yeah. He be reaching out to me. He be trying to talk to me like all literal day. All literal day. Like earlier, I was like, yeah, I'm just going to start going to do my content because it's already bad enough that I done put all of this stuff off as long as I did. This entire time I've been like talking to him. And if I wasn't talking to him, I was asleep. Like, y'all, I slept so good. Whew, I slept so good. Whew, I don't know when I'm going to go to sleep because like right now, it is 2:15 p.m. I usually go to sleep between 2 and 4 at the absolute latest. 4, like I said, being the latest, so that I can have enough rest before I got to get up and get ready for work. My alarms are set, so even if I go to sleep at like 5 or 6, I'm good. I got up and I tried to stay up, and then I ended up taking a nap at like 6:30, 7 o'clock a.m. and woke up around 10:30, 11 o'clock a.m. So I might go to sleep around between 4 and 6 now. Just depends on how I feel. But I don't anticipate having to pull a 12, but I don't put nothing past these folks because I'm at the bottom of the rotation list. Again, I still don't put nothing past these folks. So I'm just trying to just bide my time, do what I got to do until it's time for me to get up out of there, because before they know it, I'm going to be gone. I'm trying to, get some things working. I'm trying to get some things that will make it a better work environment outside of, it would be nice if I had the power to fire people who really are trash, but I don't. So until karma or whatever does its job, it is what it is. I just don't want to have to deal with these folks no more. I hate people who I hate having to deal with, let me put it like that. I hate having to deal with people who are trifling like the side heifer. It is infuriating. It really is. But anyway, y'all, I think that's about all that I have that I can talk to y'all about, because that's all that really happened. I slept a lot, and he kept on contacting me. And I kept on telling him, don't make the G have to come out. But anyway, y'all be safe out there. Stay cool and behave yourselves. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.